Today, we are here to talk about a new Redmi phone, which is a new Redmi Note series. So you've seen, we have had global debut of several Redmi Note devices in India. We launched Redmi Note 3 first in India, Redmi Note 5 Pro first in India, Redmi Note 7 Pro first in India, and today we will have another global debut. And we are calling this device as Redmi Note 9 Pro Max.
Now the Pro Max has three fundamental pillars. You have Aura design, you've got a Pro camera, and Max performance. And the first part that we are all super excited to show you is Aura design. And we are going to give you the Aura balance design. Now, this is just one part of it, but as you can see, the amazing symmetrical design that you get with the all-new Aura Balance. The back design has a 3D curved glass body. It fits in perfectly to give you an incredible hand feel. Back in 2019, we introduced the dot notch display. Today, we are getting rid of the notch altogether. We have moved on to a dot display. Now this is important because the camera is moving in display. On the Pro Max, we have the largest display that we've ever put on a Redmi device at 6.67 inches. Now most phones have a rotary vibration motor in the phone. We are replacing that with a Z-axis vibration motor. This Z-axis vibration motor directly interacts with the screen. It's in the same plane, and as you use it for multiple functions, it's giving you very precise haptic feedback. The Pro Max still has that awesome 3.5mm jack. But what we are also retaining is the much loved IR blaster. On the Redmi Note series it's got triple Corning Gorilla Glass 5. So you're protected in the front, the screen is covered with Gorilla Glass 5, the curved back is also Gorilla Glass 5, and the glass over that beautiful camera array is also Corning's Gorilla Glass 5. It's incredible. So we have to balance one more element here, and that is the fingerprint sensor. Now what we've done is we've moved the fingerprint sensor from the back, which has been traditionally there, to the side. I think one of the results, which looks spectacular, is the Aurora Blue. If you're looking for a really gorgeous color, well, I've got the Glacier White, the Interstellar Black. So that is the Aura design. All overall, a really good looking device. Now Pro cameras, as you would have guessed, of course, we've got 4 cameras at the back. You've got a 64 megapixel primary camera, you've got an 8 megapixel wide angle camera, a 5 megapixel macro camera. You get another depth sensor to get those portrait shots. I'll show you a couple of images shot on the Redmi Note 9 Pro Max. Ready? But the reason why we took this is not just because of the amazing colors. The actual image is a lot bigger. While the Note 9 Pro Max does the best in terms of both color balance, taking a picture in RAW mode and then just transforming it completely. Here's a video. The original JPEG starts to fade away when you've got a processed image from that raw photo that you had shot. So that's for the pro photographers. It is the Pro Max. We had to go big, introducing the largest ever front camera on the Redmi Note series, a 32 megapixel in-display camera right in the phone. Let's get into the processor part of it. Well, this is the first Redmi Note that will come with the 8 nanometer chipset. This is the Qualcomm Snapdragon 720G. Now 720G is a significant leap in terms of processing in the 700 series from Qualcomm. It is built on the 8 nanometer process, which I told you was better for thermals and battery. But not just that, it's using the Cryo 465 architecture. That means it's also more powerful. So you've got the Adreno 618 GPU, and this supports elite gaming. And to also kind of bolster that, you have to go beyond the SoC, and we've added one more new thing on the Pro Max. You've got, for the first time ever, a 2x2 MIMO on the Wi-Fi setup as well. Not just 4G, but Wi-Fi is also a 2x2 MIMO, which means you get better latency and better coverage when you're on Wi-Fi. Now, adding on to the performance, 8 GB DDR4X RAM, you're also getting high-speed storage. So you're getting up to 128 GB of UFS 2.1 storage. On the Pro Max, for the first time ever, we are bringing in India's own navigation system, Navic. The Redmi Note 9 Pro Max comes with 5020 mAh. The Note 9 Pro Max will come with a 33-watt fast charger. Now this charger charges half the battery in under 30 minutes. So to summarize, on the Note 9 Pro Max, you get Pro cameras, max performance. The Pro cameras start with a 64 MP quad camera array at the back. You've also got an ultra-wide lens. You've got a 5 megapixel macro that can also shoot 1080p videos for the first time. You've got a 32 megapixel selfie camera, which is now in display. You've got a powerful Snapdragon 720G with up to 8 GB of RAM and up to 128 GB of UFS 2.1 storage. You've got a massive 5020 mAh battery with a 33-watt charger in the box. You've got an Aura balanced design, making it look spectacular. And this entire finish is obviously protected by Corning's Gorilla Glass 5. And there are 3 of them, front, back, and the camera unit. And of course, you've got 3 gorgeous colors to choose from. So that's the Pro Max.
Yep, that's the phone I'm going to be talking about. Of course, the star of the whole show is the Aura Balance design. That gorgeous glassy back and the front, protected by triple Corning Gorilla Glass 5. We've got an in-display camera, trusted loving features like IR blaster, the side-mounted fingerprint sensor. I should max have all the fun, which is why on the Redmi Note 9 Pro, we've got similar amazing performance, courtesy the Qualcomm Snapdragon 720G. Packing in Snapdragon Elite Gaming for the first time in this price category. There's up to 6 GB of RAM for smooth multitasking with 128 GB UFS 2.1 storage, 5th generation AI engine. This absolutely flagship feature, which is the Z-axis vibration motor, which gives you a whole different experience. In fact, check this out. When you buy the phone and ping us back and let us know what you think of it, for the first time ever, you can feel through vibrations the sonic quality of the Redmi ringtone. You got to check that out. There is our biggest ever battery that we're shipping in to a Redmi Note device, 5020 mAh. You can go on for hours doing your favorite things, and 2x2 MIMO Wi-Fi along with Navic support, India's indigenously developed navigation system. Super excited with all the cool performance features that are coming in on the Redmi Note 9 Pro. Why should Max have all the fun? And so the camera on the Redmi Note 9 Pro is going to blow your mind just the way it's blown my mind. Of course, this gorgeous Aura Balance design and a quad camera array. Let's try and understand each one of those quad cameras, shall we? Is the 48 megapixel primary sensor. Along with this, of course, like you've seen on the Max, there is a 119 degrees field of view, ultra wide angle camera of 8 megapixel resolution. We're also bringing that souped up 5 megapixel macro camera that has an incredible class-leading focusing distance of 2 centimeters, which also, by the way, this time around does 1080p resolution video. That is mind-blowing. And the trusted 2 megapixel depth sensor that works with the primary camera to give you bokeh-licious portraits. We're going to be taking a look at some of the pictures. The 48 megapixel primary camera, who wants to see what this looks like? This half-inch sensor shoots some stunning pictures. Are you noticing something on her teeth? Yeah, I know it. And this is the actual picture. Isn't that amazing? Now we've also got an updated front camera assembly. That's right. We've got a 16 megapixel in-display AI camera. That's a great selfie shot. Let's sum up some of the camera features on the Redmi Note 9 Pro. An incredible 48 megapixel GM2 sensor primary camera. It's a quad camera assembly. There is a 119-degree field of view, 8 megapixel ultra wide, 5 megapixel macro, slow motion selfies for the first time, that really cinematic 21:9 movie frame mode, a fully souped up, beefed up video pro mode, kaleidoscope, and AI portraits. All right? Now, you want to see what the box looks like? Of course, that's what you're going to buy. The Redmi Note 9 Pro comes in this really cool, sleek, minimal packaging. You've got your 18-watt charger in the box, SIM ejector tool, user manual, the gorgeous Aurora blue here on display, and Xiaomi's own silicon case to keep your prized possession absolutely safe. Before that, let's just sum up the Redmi Note 9 Pro Performance Beast, 48 megapixel quad camera array, Qualcomm Snapdragon 720G, 5020, our biggest battery ever, with an 18-watt fast charger in the box on this, 16 megapixel in-display AI selfie, the biggest screen that we've packed in, 6.67-inch cinematic display, Aura Balance, triple Corning Glass 5 in a splash-proof design.
The price of Redmi Note 9 Pro base variant, which is 4 GB RAM and 64 GB storage, is, can you guys guess? It is only rupees 12,999. And the 6 GB 128 GB variant is being launched for 15,999 rupees. This device is being launched in 3 different variants. The first one is 6 GB RAM, 64 GB storage. So that's the base variant. Then we have 6 GB 128 GB, and we also have 8 GB RAM and 128 GB storage. And of course, this is probably the best mid-premium device available in the market. With Qualcomm Snapdragon 720G, up to 8 GB of RAM, a 64 megapixel quad camera setup, a 32 megapixel in-display camera sensor, a huge 5020 mAh battery with 33-watt charger in box, and of course, a huge display with Corning Gorilla Glass 5. The base variant, which is 6 GB RAM and 64 GB storage, is being launched at only rupees 14,999 rupees. We have 6 GB 128 GB variant, which is being launched at 16,999 rupees. Top variant, which is 8 GB RAM and 128 GB storage, is being launched at 18,999 rupees. Redmi Note 9 Pro will be available next week on 17th of March across Mi.com, our partner platform Amazon, Mi Home stores and Mi Studio stores, and soon you can buy them across all our retail stores. What about the elder brother, Redmi Note 9 Pro Max? That will be available 1 week after that on 25th of March, again across all these platforms. See you guys very soon. Namaste.